First you want to clean the windscreen down. It's important to use a cleaner that doesn't leave a residue on the windscreen. I use rubbing alcohol with a little bit of water and dish soap. Now we're going to measure out where we want the sun strip on the windscreen. Take the measuring tape and measure from the top part of the windscreen. Using a piece of masking tape, I can use my pen and just mark where I want it. We do this on both sides. Now we're going to lay the sun strip on the windscreen. We're holding it down with some tape on the corners. This car has an aerial which I thought was going to get in the way, so I decided to just trim a triangle out the top there just so it wasn't going to interfere. This isn't necessary. I'm sure we can do it fine without it, but I thought it would make life a bit easier. Now we're going to anchor the sun strip down in the middle with our masking tape. This is going to hold it in place. Just one last check that we're in the right position. Now we're going to remove the tape. Start peeling back the vinyl. And we just lay it out flat. Trim back the paper. And just fold the paper down. It's gone a bit shorter than the middle. This is because it was very windy and I was a bit afraid that it was going to blow away. Now lift the vinyl and with a bit of tension, but not too much, keep it relatively flat. If you want it flat, any fingers, then just lift it up again and just with your bank card or squeegee as shown here, just push it down. Nice and slowly. Not a lot of pressure needed. Just start from the center and work your way up and down until you get to the edge. You really do need it smooth, otherwise you will get creases. Now we need to remove that anchor from the middle because that's not needed anymore. Remove the rest of the tape. And remove the backing paper. I didn't really go in the center of this part, which made it a little bit more difficult. If I could open the door, I'll probably stand in there and make it reach a bit easier. Here the wind has picked up quite a bit, so I just pause for a minute. Anything to make life easier and more manageable. That little fold of the backing paper, grab it and just gently start pulling it away. You want it as all one piece. If you get like a triangle, it's going to cause like a ladder effect in the vinyl, like a zipper crease. so you need to pull it away nice and even. And a little bit is laid down there, but that's fine, just lift it back up again. We haven't stuck it down really. Again, you want it nice and flat, and just use a squeegee. This is a bit of a reach. There we go. We're in the middle. Again, just moving across, pull out the backing paper a little bit more. Nice and even so we don't get creases. Wind picking up again. Nice and flat. So there's a little bit of a finger there, but it's not actually touching.
This is Jack and
Oh, for that.
the new sound of the 80s. Suddenly you hear it everywhere.
In the middle, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now there, lifting it up so it's smooth.
Rapping to the beat.
From the centre, up, down. Lovely. And just push it into the edges there. Move the masking tape marker we put. Don't worry if we're a couple of mil out, you will never notice. Now we need to just squeegee right into the edges there. Don't push too hard. Don't push too hard so you damage the vinyl. We just want to get it in there nice and even. The edges, just use your finger and push it in a little bit. We're going to take a nice sharp knife and just go around the edge again, not pushing hard so we cut the window, starting from the middle. Just use the edge of the windscreen as your guide. Now we're just going to take our squeegee and work it all into the edges. Here I think we have a little tiny bubble, so just take your knife or a pin and just pop it and rub your finger on it. There we go. A lovely bubble free, crease free sun strip done with the dry method. We're just going to line the decal in the middle of the windscreen. The aerial marks the middle, and most of the time you'll have a little marker for the sunstrip decals, which is just above the F there, which is showing us the center of the decal. I'm going to tape the corners down. Again, it's really windy, so get as much tape on there to hold it down as you need. Take your tape measure and just measure from the top of flat letters and the bottom of flat letters. It's never a good idea to trust the backing paper. So we're just measuring the bottom of the sun strip to the bottom letter and just making sure it's where we want it. Then we're going to anchor it down again, so we'll do that in the middle. This way is a lot more manageable. Now we're going to peel back the decal, again just taking care any letters that are left behind, just place the decal back down and rub the letters and then try again. And we're going to do the same as the sun strip, cut the backing paper, fold it back, lift the decal out. Now with a little bit of tension, just holding it above the sun strip, we're going to start working our way from the middle out, from the center up and down, all the way across. Lovely. Remove the center anchor. Remove the tape from the middle and the edges. And slowly remove the backing paper. If any of the decals are still stuck to the backing paper, just lay the transfer tape back down on top, rub the letters and try again. Squeegee in from the inside out. Doing it in manageable chunks makes it a lot easier, especially if it's windy. One final squeegee just to make sure there's no air bubbles, and we're all stuck down. Now we're going to remove the transfer tape off the top. Just pick up one corner. And it's important that when removing the tape, remove it at a 180 degree angle, like shown here. If any of the letters do come up, just use your squeegee and rub them back down. And that's it. That's how you apply a sun strip and decal using the dry method. A lot faster and a lot easier than using the wet method,